back to Yellow Cottage Soapery. Today we are using a fragrance called Sandalwood Rose, and it is a beautiful scent I've used in the past. I can't remember how it soaked, but I know I made it a lot of times, so I'm assuming it was good. I've got Hollywood Pink Mica. This is from Nurture Soap. I also have Cantaloupe Mica from Nurture Soap. And then I'm going to use two different greens. I have Enchanted Forest and Chartreuse. I'm trying to remember if Enchanted Forest was the one that turns a funny color. It might turn like a weird green, but then it usually turns back. So we're going to strain the lye solution. Okay, so my kaolin clay is in the bottom here. I'm going to mix it all together. I warmed up my oils because they've been sitting for a couple of days. The lye solution is at room temperature. So we're just going to go ahead and pour this in and get started. I do plan on piping on the top. I haven't quite decided what yet, but obviously something with roses. Man, these are bigger flakes this time. I have to say, I measured this out several days ago and just had not had time to make it. I'll probably have to end up putting this in, scooping it in with a little bit of chunks in it, but it will dissolve because this warms up your oils and butters. And the reaction between the two causes it to heat up, and this will all be incorporated into the soap. I just like to make it as small pieces as I can. All right, let's go ahead and stick blend. You can see it incorporating where you see right now you see the oil on the top and the butters. As we mix more, it becomes more cloudy and not as transparent. So this stick blender will chop up any pieces of the lye lint that are in here. I don't want to overmix. I want to have kind of a fluid soap batter so that I can do some kind of a swirl or design. So this larger one is going to be the Hollywood Pink. And then we got two different greens, and when I go to pipe, I'm going to put both greens in the same piping bag, just for a little bit of variation in the color. And then this one will be the peachy color. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and add some titanium dioxide to that one. And then I need to do a tiny bit more. This is just a little bit more titanium dioxide to make it a little whiter. piping bags. I have a 104 tip in all of them except for one. And that one has a writer tip on it, but I'm going to switch it out to a leaf tip. These are all going to have the same piping tips, except for just the writer tip that I have to use for a minute, which I'm going to use to make my, I guess, my line for my greenery, like the stem. That color looks just like cantaloupe. This is our beautiful pink color. I wonder if... I'm thinking I might squirt a little of this down. I'll mix that up when I do it, so maybe I have a little color of the peach in with the little leaves. Hopefully, maybe. I don't want to blend it together, so I'm just going to give it a push. Once again, I think I have too much piping, so if I have extra, I usually just put it into individual mold, I like to have a sample bar for myself to use before I send them out. So I usually I try a sample. If I have extra, I pour it in a different mold. Ooh. Oh, I'm gonna need more of this. What am I doing? Yeah, way too much piping. Why do I do this? Okay, this is the one that has the writer tip, and I will switch it out for, this is a 103 to make petals. I made a mess. That's just rubbing alcohol, in case you wondered. It needs to set up a little bit. I'm gonna give it just a little bit of time, and then I'll be back. I'll take care of my groceries, not my groceries, my dishes, and then come back and hopefully I'll be ready to pipe. Okay, it's been about 20 minutes. We're gonna go ahead and pipe. I think what I'm gonna do is start with the green. This is the one that has the number 4 writer tip in it. I think I'm just gonna start by just kind of making some lines to work off of as far as like vines. And then I want to do like ones that come up out of it, coming in the same direction. It's okay if you make mistakes here because it will end up being covered up with either, part of it will be covered up with either flowers or greenery. You have to trust the process here because this looks a little weird. Okay, first thing we're gonna do is, I thought about using a nail head for this in order to pipe these roses. I'm just gonna try to do it right on here. I was gonna try to do kind of smaller roses. I may do like a few bigger ones. So when you make a rose, I'll start here hoping you can see. I just kind of start and kind of make a circle like that. Like that's my inside of my rose. And then I just keep going around and going back over the one I did before. And a lot of times I'll switch it back so I can have a better angle. I said I was going to make small ones. I get carried away. It is easier to do on the nail head, but then I'd have to freeze them so that I could be able to pick them up and put them on here. So I just try to do it this way. So then another way you can make a rose, like if you want to make a smaller one, you can just start and kind of make one like that. Then kind of do one here, one there, like that. You go again and make one here, make one here, and then go all the way across. So it looks like it's partially open. You can see it better from that angle. So I'm just gonna keep making little roses all over. I'll try another one of those. You just go up that way. Kind of like making a sweet pea. Then you just go around half of it, come around here, go around half of it, and then go around the whole thing. And you can actually make this part stand up a little bit if you can get a right angle. You know, it's so much easier with buttercream. I don't do buttercream, but I just watch it and I see people and I'm like, that looks, because you don't have to worry about it setting up. You always know the consistency. Now we're gonna do one like I did the first one. So there's my little bud. Go around Sometimes it's better to clean the end of your tip off because it helps just to keep it clean so you know what you're doing. And to kind of tilt my wrist out a little bit to make the outside petals stand up a little bit more. This one doesn't look as good, but that's okay. All right, so let's make a couple more with the pink one. We'll do one up here. Really hard when you're trying to do it in the corner because you can't get your hand in the right angle. Definitely would be easier if I did it on their head. Okay, we're just gonna keep going and I'll make some of each of these. My whole tip just went up in the bag. I don't know what just happened. This would be better, like if this soap was up here and I had it even, I would have a better chance of making it look better. I'm just working with what I got. You can see a little bit of the peach starting to come out in that one. Let's try peach. Some of these almost look a little bit like a peony. I'll just take this one and I'll make one that has like a bud right here. And then we'll do one over here where it looks bad, especially bad. We'll do one over here. I don't know, you probably can't see this one very good. Believe me, I can't either. I can't see this, what I'm doing. Okay, well, that's just gonna have to do. We're gonna have to cover most of the surface with roses because I saved too much piping. This will look better when I put leaves and some more greenery. Okay, so what I'm doing is this 104 piping tip. Love that the variegated colors are coming out. I think that looks pretty. But I just hold it kind of straight up, start squeezing, pull back down when you get to the top, like that. So you're making a leaf. So you just start squeezing. You can ruffle it up if you want when you get to the top. Just come back down the other side. You can make them all one color, you can make them smaller. You can switch this to an actual leaf tip. But I'm also gonna do other things, like just put little things like that, like on the vines, just to make it a little interesting. But I don't like that. And with this, I have the larger part of the tip. The neighbor just started the lawnmower. The audacity when I'm filming. Actually, it looks like it's gonna rain. It's been thundering, so I'm not sure. We have like thunderstorms every day this week. It's been crazy down here, and they're so loud. Thunder, oh, kind of scary. Okay, here we go. Sandalwood Rose. Okay, I will see you guys tomorrow for the cutting. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and cut Sandalwood Rose. It has been a couple of days sitting here. As you can see, the fragrance oil turned it yellow, which I had forgotten that it does that, but it's not a big deal because I love yellow anyways, and I think it's gonna be pretty. So we're gonna go ahead and cut it into logs. Ooh, the colors are bright. This one smells really good. All right, that one's samples. And as you can see, kind of common with certain fragrances, but I'll just show you. So you can see like a little bit of yellow dots kind of throughout. That is the fragrance oil, and it will get reabsorbed back into the soap as it cures over the next month. Just sometimes it happens. It's always absorbed for me really well. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean up this mess real quick. All right, let's go ahead and cut this middle one. I'm gonna cut a little piece off the end just to make it more square. Okay. Oh, that's pretty. I have 3 batches of soap measured out to make. I'm gonna make a lavender vanilla. I haven't decided on the other 2 yet. Probably like a laundry, like a clean laundry scent. I do need to start making some fall scented soap, but this next 3 batches, I think I'm not gonna do fall soap quite yet. I will do it after that, but I haven't had a lot of time to make soap lately. We are retiling our master bath and decided to do it ourselves, which it's turning out amazing, but quite a lot of work. And we just do it in the small amounts of time that we have when we're not working, doing other things. But I was like, I love doing this. I love knowing that we're doing it ourselves, and it's just more satisfying. We've designed a new shower with a soaking tub area. Now, mind you, we've owned this house since 2020. We bought it as a fixer-upper. And these are like the last couple of rooms that are getting done as our master bath and our master bedroom. We, worked on everything else pretty much first. So finally it's our time to redo our space, and we put up beadboard, and we're having so much fun doing it. So I just took a break to cut this soap, and then I'm gonna go back to tiling the bathroom. I will go ahead and probably cut the other one off camera, but thanks so much for watching. I will see you on the next video.